Well, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny. It's a beautiful overcast day today, folks. A perfect time for me to bring to you another beautiful gun. And right now, I'm going to give you a sneak preview. This is an old AK-47. Been used a lot, still works great, and we'll talk about it in just a few. Listen, I want to say this. I am a law-abiding American citizen, just like millions of you are. And it really offends me, and it makes me mad, if you will, when I turn on the news and I listen to the broadcast a little bit, and they tell me, here's some new gun regulations, here's some new gun rules that the American people are being forced upon, that they're forcing this upon the American people. Listen, law-abiding American citizens are not criminals, and they are not stupid. Do you hear what I'm saying? I want to say this as much as I can and say it as gently as I can. Do you really think that if you ever succeed, I'm talking about the far left and their crazy, warped agenda. Do you think that if they ever, or as they are planning, they want to totally confiscate and destroy the Second Amendment? To them, the Second Amendment is just another piece of paper. It has no meaning, has no bearing. But I want to say this. Do you think that if they ever would succeed at confiscating and taking our guns, that would solve the issue? Think about that. If they take every American's gun, confiscate them, and just take them away, and they no longer have a gun, do you think that would solve the issue? Not on your life. Then, at that point, the only people that would have guns would be the hardcore criminals. And let me tell you something. You're talking about war. You're talking about killing. You're talking about the crime rate being high now. In my opinion, that would just license the criminals to shoot down the law-abiding American citizens. God help us. God help us. God help us. I'm going to say this. Listen, everything is being said about, rules and new rules, but they're not addressing the real issues. The problem is here, we don't need more gun control. We don't need it. We need criminal control. Because listen, criminal control, when you go after the guns that the criminals have gotten, most of them are insane. They are mentally ill. And the crimes that are committed, most of them are committed by criminals that are mentally ill. That's true. It's very true. Look it up. I know what I'm talking about. But listen, making a good man helpless. I said making a good man helpless will not. It will not make a bad man harmless. American citizens, especially God-fearing American citizens that are law-abiding, are tired of being treated and talked about like they are criminals. We stand for law and order. We stand for law and order. Right now, this country is letting criminals run amok. And I'm talking about they are just running the streets and doing whatever they want to. And righteous people are being persecuted. Good people are being persecuted while the criminals go free. You need to start addressing the issue like it should be addressed. Mental illness is a real problem in this country. And most of the criminals, like I said, that commit the majority of crimes, they are criminals. They're criminals. I stand for the Constitution. Listen, the far left and this administration, the Constitution means nothing to them. I'm talking about it's just another piece of paper. They want to abolish, tear it up, rip it apart, and throw it away. and bring you into socialism to where that you won't be allowed to own a gun. Listen, you can pass all of the legislations that you want to, Mr. Lawmaker, but the American people will not surrender their guns to you. They will not. You can take that to the bank. You know what we need to do as American citizens, especially law-abiding American citizens? Come November, we need to speak with a voice that's so loud that it'll be heard completely around the world. And vote these gun-hating people out. Throw them out. You get my point? Do you get my point? I think I've made it perfectly clear. Listen, I'm a law-abiding American citizen. I've never committed no crimes. And I don't appreciate somebody trying to steal. Some money-hungry, power-grabbing politician that wants to steal your rights and take your guns. Vote him out! That's what I say. Listen, I have a way with words. You get me stirred up and you're on my bad side. But I love God's people. I love people everywhere. And I love my guns, and they're not going to be given up. No matter what kind of legislations you may pass. Look at this beautiful old AK. Oh, these are the type of guns that the left hate the most. They hate them the most. Yeah, they hate them the most. Ban them. They're dangerous. This is no more dangerous than a .22 rifle if you use it correctly. If you use it like it's supposed to be used. It's not dangerous. It is not an assault rifle. The ones that commit the assault crimes are the criminals. This is just a tool. Did you hear me? This is just a tool. This is an old AK-47, and I've not got time to go into a great amount of details as to what it is and how it works and all of that stuff. So I'm going to make this very short. But let me show you. Look. Look at this. It's got battle scars. This thing goes back, I believe. It's got a date on it. It's got actually made back in the early 70s. I keep doing this. I love this old gun. That magazine, I believe it holds about 30 or 40. I've got 2 of them, by the way. Oh, my goodness. Take a look at this. Some of the features I love about this thing, but I really don't have time. But take a look. I would highly recommend this. For look, you can raise this. It's got a raised side on it. You can raise it up there. Look at that. Shoot out there a long way. Or up close, whichever. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to shoot it in a few minutes. I've shot it and I know what it does. This thing is a tack driver. Yeah, it's a tack driver. You don't see too many ARs that are tack drivers. And especially with that raised level sight. This thing, it cycles. Oh my goodness. You know that a lot of times with so many other ARs, the cycling problem sometimes can really cause an issue. But this thing, it cycles like a washing machine spinning clothes. I mean, it cycles as smooth as silk. Oh my goodness. Excellent hunting rifle. Take my word for it. Excellent hunting rifle. Listen, that big buck out there, oh my Lord. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have him in your sights? That big buck. Have him in your sights. I recommend this to someone that might be interested in hunting with it. Let me tell you, it's a superior hunting rifle. 5 stars. 5 stars. Absolutely 5 stars. So listen, we're going to show you how accurate it really is, okay? So you hang around. Now, folks, we're going to shoot this old AK, but before we do that, we got to put one in the barrel, okay? Now, out there is my target. Going to take my time here. I'm ready to fire. Woo! Awesome! Let me say to you, I could have demonstrated this in a total different manner with a different target, but I just wanted to make a point. I wanted to make a point. Yes, I've got ear protection. This thing is so accurate that if you miss a deer with it, you obviously can't shoot, or you've not really put an effort into it like you should. I highly recommend this old AK for that big buck, whether it be a deer, elk, moose, whatever. Can't beat it. Guarantee you can't beat it. Listen, if you like this, pass this video. If you like what we're doing, pass this video on. Share it with your friends and with your family. And if you're new to the channel, hit the like button. And don't forget, do the most important thing. Subscribe to the channel. God bless you. Think of what that would do to a big buck. Look at that. That's just an ordinary jug. Incredible.